Tonight, guys, we've got Strictly Business, the former Fuck You, I'm a Dragon team, facing off against the former Culebra Gaming, now Genesis Gaming. And it's going to be on Nuke, and I believe Culebra, the ex-Culebra, Genesis Gaming, is going to be starting on the CT side. So what do we expect to see tonight in this matchup?
Well, go ahead, Bluminator.
All right, yeah. Honestly, I don't know anything about Culebra, I guess is their name, but I played against Shazam, Flashed Up, JMZ. I expect them to come out with fire, but I'm anxious to see what Culebra can do. They're starting on CT side, right?
I was mistaken. Genesis is actually starting on the terrorist side. So, quick roster rundown for you guys who are just tuning in. Strictly Business CSGO is going to be starting on the CT side. That's Ajon, TRG, HVK, Renthus, and J Grant, and they're going to be facing off against Genesis Gaming, the former Culebra Gaming, Floki, aka Flowsick, Flash Step, Planks, Shazam, and JMZ. And we are live. Take us away, Bishop.
Alright, so obviously, as stated, Genesis on the T side. They're going to be working outside, all five, in fact, throwing a decoy behind them, kind of leaving a trail of breadcrumbs as they proceed outside to secret. Bomb with them. The CT side very aggressive, taking over lobby. They know they're outside. They're just kind of setting up now, positioning two ramp to retake, one above vents. And JMZ is going to start them off, getting down into the well where they're waiting for them from ramp room. Renthus gets the first kill. Now 4 on 5 as they'll plant in the smoke. Shazam waiting behind with the Glock, seeing one. Can't seem to hit him as he's still sitting at 100. As Agon will come through the vents, and it's a massacre. Agon, J Grant all getting kills, and HVK will be the last one to get on the board as all 5 for Genesis will drop, and they will get the defuse to go up 1-0.
Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate for Culebra because they had free roam outside, but it was really smart lobby control by SB. Allowed for an easy retake.
Team Ace, too, coming out from Strictly Business. One frag for everyone! Just handing them out. So a great retake. I like the early aggression that Strictly Business showed, just relentlessly pushing into that lobby. 5 pistols just barreling into that lobby, and then just bombarding down into lower. Knew that they were going secret. Obviously, if the terrorists had known any better, going for that, you know, maybe mini side wrap or something like that. Now, Bluminator, let me ask you a question since you're providing us with some invite insight tonight. What is your take on purchasing that CZ75 for pistol round?
It's the best gun in the game, without a doubt. You have to have it on ecos. It can change the round.
But not necessarily just an eco. I'm talking about the first round of the match, pistol versus pistol. Still pick it up?
Well, depends. Depends on your
It's
nade
risky.
setup. But on T side, you want to stick with armor Glocks and like one guy with nades. But as CTs, maybe 1 or 2 CZs.
Now we do see a massacre coming towards that upper bomb site. Last man standing is Floki. He's going to get taken down by Agon, and that's going to be a clean sweep for the CT side. Only man to drop is Renthus. Not a big deal. They're going to be able to drop him a FAMAS and upgrade their weapons. So a good round from Strictly Business to stave off that Genesis push towards upper.
Yeah, it was an easy eco, but I'd like to know it was smart for them to all buy rifles and FAMASes because they could have like surprise bot.
Play past the AK or past the Galil. We've seen it many times in those invite matches.
There's a juggling art at the beginning of every round, it seems. But we're going to have a 3-2 split here. 2 for Culebra, formerly, now Genesis, going outside. That's Planks and another. Bomb is still waiting outside the lobby. Still all 5 standing for both teams with 1:18 left to go in the round. Strictly Business has definitely started out the CT side on a positive note with this 2-round edge they have on Genesis, but obviously now on a gun round, AKs in hand, they want to turn the tide here on them and finally find themselves on the board, especially after quite the abysmal pistol round. Not even one of Strictly Business fell that round, and so they definitely want to get on the board, as Shazam's the only one with a kill at this point. They've got the hardware to do it. They're running out of time, however. About 48 seconds left. Bomb still waiting outside lobby. Interesting position here. HVK actually gets Bloodlust for the round, taking down Flash Step outside as he was positioned by Big Garage and Red Box, getting the kill, throwing a flash outside as a preventative measure. But here comes the offensive, and Genesis going into the upper bomb side. Agon getting 2 kills from Rafters. Shazam will take him out in the trade. J Grant finds Shazam, and TRG ends it, taking down Planks. So Genesis will not find the board during the gun round and lose down to 3-0 at this point.
So the problem with that round, it was pretty crazy because they gave up outside control. Calebra they made it lower with 3, but they needed to wait for those guys lower to actually make a play. But they decided to split upper with no information, and they were just set up. Like, they didn't get any info on how they were playing outside or what their setup was.
Absolutely. So we do see the eco round coming out from Genesis Gaming. Pistols across the board, 2 CZ75s and 3 P250s. We're going to see what they can do with those this round as some nades going to be lobbed there into lobby. No exchange of fire just yet. Shazam getting a little aggressive here towards the ramp room. Looks like it is going to be an explosion towards ramp. Renthis at the point. And we're going to see what he can do here as they line up. 1, 2. Looking for more. Not going to get it. JMZ finally able to take him down. And they do have some help over there from HVK holding in the hell side lockers area. He's going to find Floki. One member coming back up the ramp. I believe that is Planks. And he is joined with his teammate JMZ in the ramp room. They're going to be exercising their ramp control right now, but it's going to be too little too late as it is a 4 versus 2 situation. Trying to get that bomb plant. They are going to lob that smoke grenade down there. Push in. Are they going to be able to get the bomb plant? I believe they will. And they do. Last man standing, JMZ. Jay Grant going to be able to take him down, and the bomb will get defused here. 4-0 is going to be your score line. Strictly Business off and running.
Yeah, I don't see. They're gonna have to. They're outlining the rounds a little too much. They need to start working picks. Calebra. They're kind of going with a base outline on every round. I mean, that was just an eco, but.
Yeah, well, obviously the T side is an uphill battle on Nuke, but either way, you want to get the rounds when you can, and they failed to do so. But bomb planted, they will have guns this round. Shazam definitely has a very strong reputation with that op, and I'm sure his viewers in this chat are going to be sharing that same sentiment as we're going to watch him probably get a pick or two. And surprise, surprise, they're going outside. And by they, I mean all 5 of them, bomb included.
They don't have an op outside the CT, so.
And it's definitely going to give them a bit of an edge here as they take it, but the smoke's kind of even it up. No one's catwalk. Actually, there might have been one if I missed him before that auto director just took me right out of the game there. But 1 minute left, still plenty of time. Bombs looks like going to be going secret to lower. This looks very close to their pistol strat, except this time Shazam is going to be posted out secret, watching the flank. He gets walled down to 85, a little bit of a counter flash there, and he'll fall down to lower. Bomb is not going to try to get panned around here. They did manage to get it planted. Obviously, the flank we're talking about did strike true. Shazam will find a kill before Planks and Floki both get dropped. Renthis and TRG both getting those kills. And it's now a 3-on-4 with the bomb ticking away lower. JMZ waiting for that defuse. Shazam and Flash Step both get kills before Aegon and Renthis answer back for Strictly Business, leaving just Shazam in advance as he'll find one more. Takes down Aegon. It's going to be a 1-on-1 for Genesis's chance to get on the board, and they do. 4-1 now going to be your score. Now only a 3-round deficit going into the 6th round.
Yeah, see, that time they got outside control again, but that time they did a better job of actually controlling lower and executing instead of like getting picked off, and they actually had some control down there. They smoked and then planted, and Shazam picked up the flank, luckily. Jay Grant could have made a huge play.
Absolutely, and it was interesting to see the one guy that was actually down underneath the vents on the CT side when it was a 2 versus 1 against Shazam had no idea that he was still in the vents, which is kind of an interesting thing to see. You know, he had just killed his teammate moments before, and you would have figured that he would have at least had the awareness to know that he was still in the vents. But nevertheless, Shazam coming up huge in that 3 versus 1 situation, able to clutch out the round. And we are going to see a full gun round once again. Some flashes going towards that upper bomb site. It does look like they are going to try to push out now. They got the guy backside of Silo blinded. Floki going to start things off with 2 big frags. JMZ chimes in with one of his own, and that's going to decimate that upper hold. Planks in lobby. He's going to get found by Renthis. Shazam with the AWP, not able to connect onto Renthis. They are going to be going for the peak now. That Molotov. Oh, no. Floki going to pick up his 3rd of the round, and the last man standing is going to be HVK. He is outside by many, looking for some exit frags, but only exit frags. I don't think he's going to go for this one, as it is a 1 versus 4, and he does get eliminated. Nice shot from Flash Step. Going to make him take a seat for the remainder of this round. 4-2 now. Genesis racking some rounds together.
Yeah, they're starting to build momentum. They did a good job right there, just doing a quick explode upper after establishing outside dominance from the last round. And they kind of just caught the upper guys with flashes. They got team flash, but they got the trades, and CTs were equally or more blind, so it worked out.
Now, Bluminator, if you were Genesis, what would you do to kind of keep this momentum and keep the run going?
Well, right now they need to push with those CZs. They got one CZ. They're on eco.
Alright, well, Strictly Business saving like they are. Floki opening up from radio room to ramp, getting 2 kills. Planks finds HVK, so now it's 2-on-5 as they're going to progress from ramp room to lower with Bomb. The only one still standing about is Planks by Squeaky Door, putting that Glock to work, finding Jay Grant, and now he'll go Hut. But the last surviving member of Strictly Business is by window room downstairs, and he'll get picked in window room by Floki, who got yet another kill, putting him at now at 6-5. But either way, they're on the board once again, 4-3.
Yeah, now that they got guns, I really think, because they're probably going to go back to outside control, they need to do some sort of semi-late lobby crunch and find out what they're doing, what the T's are doing. I think their passive play that was working in the beginning, they got to start going aggressive now.
So you're thinking something along the lines of what they did in their pistol round almost.
Pistol, yep.
Absolutely. So we're going to see if they heed that bit of advice here, as they are going to smoke off Hut, and it does not look like they're actually going to get very aggressive here. And like you said, they are exercising that outside control once again, talking about Genesis Gaming, as they're going to be looking to put that AWP to work once again. Pushing through the smoke, though, is Planks. Going to be able to lay a dink on the guy Heaven and takes him down. TRG going to be forced to sit out the remainder of this one. Nice grenade from HVK, going to drop one. JMZ going to answer back onto him, and it is going to be a 3 versus 4 situation. Aegon, Renthis, and Jay Grant, your last 3 CTs standing. Shazam working his way through mini. Going to find a nice headshot onto Jay Grant. And now pushing up towards the Heaven sides. Aegon going to be able to be spotted and taken down. Flash step with a nice headshot onto him, leaving it all on Renthis. And Genesis is just destroying their upper holds back and forth round after round right now. And that's going to be all she wrote. Renthis, your last man standing, going to be over in the ramp room, but that's going to be it. 4-4 is going to be your score line. Genesis getting themselves right back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing Strictly Business can try is I would start stacking a couple outer early to try to stuff that, but they have all the good smokes. Genesis has all the good smokes for outer, so they need to either start crunching lobby early and realizing that they're controlling outside, or get a hold on outer from like secret stairs or outside rafters. But if not, I think Genesis is just going to keep dominating outside and doing whatever they want.
Both Aegon and Renthis are on a bit of a financial bind here going into the 9th round. Obviously, as stated, it's tied up 4-4. Strictly Business with a great start, but they've definitely fallen behind against Genesis 4-0 run that they've thrown at them. So we'll see exactly. Looks like they're going to just buy FAMAS's, 2 CZ75s, and pistol of choice for Aegon here. So they're going to be on a partial buy at the very most, if you can call it that. But the T side, playing back, Shazam finding Jay Grant. Beautiful shot from waiting room there into Hut as Jay Grant was crossing. So it's going to make it a 4-on-5. Definitely not looking good for Strictly Business here, as they obviously are on a partial save. Renthis, though, will start it out, getting a kill for his team, finding Floki lower as he progressed through Secret. He'll find a gun and rotate around. Shazam, though, finding another kill with that op. Go figure. That's 2 now, but Aegon will come out Squeaky Hall and find him and JMC in waiting room. It's going to be a 3-on-2, and this is looking really good for them now. Who needs an upper hold when he can just eco for the win? But Planks and Flash Step in Heaven coming down with the flank, trying to get this round back in order for them as they'll plant on on Heaven's side of the bomb site and upper. And Planks was upper waiting for Renthis, finds him, one comes out of Hut, Aegon gets him, it's going to be a 1-on-1, and Flash Step comes out on top. What a big round for Genesis, nearly losing that one, but I would say a successful eco, even if it was a partial one at that, for Strictly Business.
Yeah, good eco. They're doing that on their ecos, but I really think if they can just do that with on their gun rounds, or at least start stacking outside. Otherwise, I think they're just going to keep having the eco after eco after eco.
No control to the money situation on Strictly Business's side, as they went for an interesting purchase the last round, couple of FAMASas and, like you said, the pistol of choice. But nevertheless, we do see the full gun round across the board, and we actually have an auto sniper being picked up, and Bluminator, it looks like they're listening to you here, but Shazam going to drop one. We are getting aggressive on the T-side red box. HVK going to be able to pick off one. Flowstick going to trade that one out. Auto Sniper going to be sitting pretty on ramp, but that's where nobody is, as all 4 of the remaining terrorists going to work their way down secret. They've got some competition down there. It's the auto sniper of Renthis going to be working his way in towards that backside hallway, spotting some toes, drops flash step and the bomb, and it is a 3 versus 3. So right back in this one is strictly business. We're going to see whether or not they can get it done here, as TRG going to be struggling for that frag and the secret side of back halls. On the control side, however, the bomb has been picked up and worked back up towards the mini garage. So I believe they are going to be working their way towards hell, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They've got one member in back rafters.
I love this heaven boost.
Yep, and we're going to see it in full effect right here as they're going to be pushing one member up. And he's just going to be spotting that out. That is JMZ. He's not going to be able to find anybody just yet. And no rotation as of late from Strictly Business. They've got one by Squeaky Vent, one on Asian Vent side rafters, and one sitting with that auto sniper picking towards hell.
They gotta go, man. 20 seconds.
Absolutely. So tick-tocks on the clock running down. They do have one up in heaven. That is JMZ. He's going to flash in towards that upper bomb site. Renthis going to be able to pick off one. TRG gets one, leaving it all on Shazam here. In only 8 seconds left, he's going to be able to drop one in a 1 versus 1 situation. He's got to get the plan. He doesn't have time. Time will expire before he gets it down. Yes, it will. So the CTs are going to pick it up. 5-5 is your score, and a lucky round for Strictly Business there.
Yeah, I mean, they lost the fight outside even though they stacked it, but still, like, they tried it and they at least made a presence there. When you just let free roam outside on this map, when you let terrorists just run outside, you lose, without a doubt. So it's good that they're actually trying to hold it now.
Well, I'm curious after that run, if they changed it up, what they'll do this time around. Guns in hand for both teams. Here in the 11th as we close in on the end of the first half. Looks like they're actually going to be working somewhat inside, 3-2 split, 2 outside, 3 inner. But the CT side, however, passive outside. HVK, the only one there with an op, gets Shazam. The infamous op will fall, so it's going to be 4-on-5 with 1:22 to go. Looks like Planks, though, was pushing Mini. HVK misses on that one. He's dropped down to 24. Planks is going to dance with him and loses that battle. He'll get picked right after that mini garage crossing. So it's going to be now 3-on-5. Both members of Genesis that went outside have fallen, and it's going to make it an interesting challenge here for Floki and the gang to try and get through ramp room and get some map control going. With only a minute left in this round. But Floki comes out pre-firing and succeeds, finds Renthis right there in CT entryway into ramp room, so he'll get the pick. They'll throw the smoke down, which actually did not connect, bounced right off. They're going to have to throw that Molotov in advance as a preventative measure just to get the plan off. But Floki getting a nice kill on TRG Havoc, or HVK, excuse me, answering back, getting the trade. Bomb is still not planted yet, as they're probably having to pull it out and wait. JMZ, yeah, they're going to try and get back up vents to upper at this point. They can't guarantee the plant. Yeah, they cannot guarantee the plant. So Jay Grant's going to be in a 1-on-2 situation here. They're going to plant upper. He's going to go ahead and fall back. Or possibly go through vents. Not quite sure yet. Yeah, I think he just realized it's upper. So 1-on-2. You can see Floki's down to 50 HP. JMZ sitting at 84. In terms of their positioning, obviously, we got JMZ waiting for them to hunt. They should run into each other here. Plenty of time still left on that bomb. Here they go. He turned, and Jay Grant did not get the upper hand when he needed it there. James, he gets the kill. They'll get the round. Now up by 1 on the T side. 6-5 the score.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, HV did work with the op that round, and they started off really great, but late round they took ramp control, and they sort of freaked out when they took ramp control, and they didn't get the trades, and nobody dropped vents quick enough, so they kind of just got overpowered lower. There's a lack of comms.
Absolutely. So the 1-round advantage in favor of Genesis Gaming right now. Strictly Business trying to keep some momentum going in their favor. They are on the eco here. They are just going to push straight through ramp room. Floki burns one alive, but Jay Grant's going to be able to pick off one. Shazam going to be able to drop Jay Grant as well. And Planks also getting one. So a 2 versus 4 situation favoring the terrorist side of Genesis Gaming, as they're going to be working their way towards the upper bomb site. Flash step, nice shot. Last man standing, TRG in the Asian vent. And I don't know what that was right there, but
He was blind.
There you go. Shazam going to clean that one up. 7-5 in favor of Genesis Gaming. A quick eco round, bomb planted, $300 extra in the pocket of that man, and a 2-round lead for Genesis Gaming.
See if they can actually buy up. Yeah, they should probably force buy here. SB. Famasas maybe. Oh, they're gonna save. Interesting.
It looks like they're going to try and get the upper hand in the final 2 rounds of the half. or pull a miracle out. And I mean, not necessarily a miracle, but ecos don't come easily. So we'll see if Strictly Business can pull something out here and find a way to get the big W here in the 13th. Brent is starting it out, finding Shazam. Floki will answer back, though he was radio room. So early on in the round here, 4-on-4. Bomb is still outside the lobby as we've got the T side. Genesis just kind of hanging back, waiting for the push. Don't really blame him. CZ75s are strong, especially close quarters. JMZ, though, finding HVK outside. He was behind Mini Garage. Jay Grant literally just one-shots him as he's behind Red Box now. And Flash Step and Planks are both dancing around trying to pick this guy off. He will be found by Flash Step. They get the kill now, 2-on-3. Aegon and TRG are the last alive for Strictly Business. Aegon waiting for that push from Hut. TRG cross-firing the vents for the mini garage peak. He peaked at the right time, but did not get the shot that he needed. Flash Step will pick him off, and as he died, Aegon tried to rotate over to the side, and Floki found him in the side from Hut. So that'll be the round, 8-5 in favor of Genesis Gaming.
Okay, well, HV has an op. They're probably. It looks like they're gonna go back to just their default. He might have rifle support mini, but HV's just gonna op outside. I still think they need to get a little more aggressive on their gun rounds, like they were on their pistols.
Alrighty, so the full gun round coming out. HVK once again picking up the big green for his team, or the big white if you want to look at it that way, as he does have that Asimov op skin. And we're going to see whether or not he goes toe-to-toe once again outside with Shazam, who does have the AWP, but it looks like he's going to be peeking in towards the hut door, the mini door, squeaky, if you will. Can't use my words like a big boy because I was watching outside. I thought he got his leg spotted outside by T-Red, but unfortunately not able to spot that toe. Nice grenade here at ramp, does a lot of damage. And they are going to be able to push down towards this ramp room. One member of the CT forces has dropped. 4 members of the terrorist squad are working their way down towards the lower bomb site. The vent push, like you talked about earlier, Bluminator, very slow on that rotation through vent. They were already towards the backside of that lower site. Aegon going to be able to pick off Flash Step. Beautiful shot from him. Still in the vents there, patiently waiting for this peak. And Shazam with an op trained on that location. Just waiting for that shoulder to come right around the corner, and it's not going to happen just yet. Biding his time in the vents, but JMZ, there it is. He's going to find one. Looking for more. There's one over in secret. That's Jay Grant. Going to be coming on that flank patrol. Planks over there by the control room double doors. JMZ going to get the better of Jay Grant. Rent this drops Floki. Bomb dropped in the site. 19 seconds left to go. Door has been blown off of the secret, or of the toxic side, and bomb will get planted here in just a second. 10 seconds left. Oh my goodness, actually SB gonna bring it back in the 2v2 and clean that one up. 6-8 is your score line, and coming into the final round of the first half, it will be a full gun round.
Yeah, that was quite the retake. They really got faked out by that. They unloaded all their nades upper and then went ramp real quick, and that's why they dropped vents late. But it was a pretty good retake. Ventus was in squeaky, just peeked when he needed to, and he got the retake.
So last round of the half, and yeah, that was just an absolute great retake. Very insane. Left them out of options. But we still have the T side, bomb outside the lobby, pretty default. HVK getting the upper hand on Shazam. That's not the first time he's done that this half. Definitely controlling outside with that off, so well done there. It's going to put him in a 4-on-5 in the final round, obviously, with a minute to go. Bomb is currently with Flash Step, so keep that in mind as the round progresses. I don't think they're going to be throwing it down again intentionally, as they're going to be waiting back lobby. No one looking for that HUD peak either, so I'm curious exactly what their move will be. I would assume an aggressive upper take when the time is right. Now, Bloom, if you're them, what direction would you go, lower or upper in this instance?
I would say upper. Oh, but they just got to pick ramp, so
that kind of changes things a bit, doesn't it? Renthis will drop. They're going to go ahead and take ramp room. Now, they have 30 seconds, not much time to kind of dance around ramp room and just hopefully catch Strictly Business as they're rotating behind. But in this case, they'll just go ahead and walk into lower. Flash Step committing. They're throwing the smoke for the plant. And as you can see, Floki's in vents or close to it, waiting for that rotation. Here he comes straight in, finds Aegon, but Jay Grant was waiting for him, takes him down on the trade. So it's going to be 3-on-3 now with the bomb ticking away lower. HVK and Jay Grant coming secret side to lower. Planks finding one as he's window room. HVK's waiting on that peak. TRG gets a kill though. Planks and JMZ last alive. for Genesis here with the bomb taken away. JMZ ramp room, Planks window room, and Strictly Business running out of options quickly here. They're going to have to get on that bomb and quick. JMZ will spam the bomb, and we've got the bomb diffuser down to 8 HP, and he will live on to defuse before JMZ can take out both of them. So way to end the half on a positive note with that nice little defuse.
Yeah, they pretty much did like just a lesser fake on upper that time. Like the round beforehand, they had thrown all their stuff and went ramp again, but they did it again. But they just threw skylights and then just went ramp, and the guy had pushed and bit on that upper fake.
Yeah, absolutely. So coming into the second half now, Genesis Gaming with the 1-round advantage. Going on to the CT side, the significantly easier side, as most people will tell you. And once again for them, it's JMZ, Shazam, Planks, Flash Step, and Floki facing off against the now terrorist side of Strictly Business, J Grant, Renthis, HVK, TRG, and Aegon. And Bluminator, if you're on the terrorist side of Strictly Business right now, what do you think your best avenue is for the pistol round?
They definitely need to explode somewhere with their Glocks. Just a quick jab with 4 Glocks exploding somewhere. Looks like they're gonna try upper.
Just get in their face early and often with those
Yeah.
Glocks, huh? So we do see Jay Grant working his way towards the ramp room. Renthis bomb on his back. Nothing to be spoken of just yet. HVK is going to be up there on the terrorist side roof.
Ooh, they're running into a stack upper though.
TRG just waiting for a push outside. Shazam with the 1-tap at ramp eliminates Jay Grant, and that's going to be it for him this round. They are going to work their way towards upper. Nice Molotov in the hut. Going to hold him back just a little bit longer. Shazam with another headshot. Planks looking for one. Not going to find it. Shazam finally dispatched HVK with 2 frags of his own. That's going to leave Flash Step, your last man standing, and HVK going to take him down, so the victory is going to go to Strictly Business, even though there was an upper stack.
Yeah, HVK stepping up. That's just the power of the Glocks, though. Honestly, you can run into stacks all day with the Glock, and if the CTs miss their first few shots, they just get hit by that barrage of Glock Nest monsters.
Glock Nest monsters. I'm going to use that.
I wrote it down. Well, tied up. Seen this before. I wonder if we're going to have OT back-to-back tonight. Okay, it could happen, but Strictly Business, even winning the pistol, still on the T side. Again, the uphill battle now falls to them, and even though CT side was near that as well. But they do have guns in hand. Looks like Genesis is going to send an aggressive setup here. Looks like 3 committing to lobby. Nothing Renthis and Aegon can't handle, though, as Shazam and Floki will fall now 3-on-5. And that's going to cause Genesis scrambling a bit back to the upper side. One was a mini, that was Flash Step. He gets dropped by Jay Grant. Jay Grant finds another on Planks, and JMZ is going to be the last one standing. That nade's going to fall into his shoe, literally. No, actually evaded it, getting into that gap as he's now trying to flank behind. But HVK will find him from the bomb side. JMZ will get dropped. No one surviving, only one falling for Strictly Business, as they'll now go up by 1, 9-8 the score.
Yeah, just a standard anti-eco there. They sent most of the guns outside to control outer. Smart play by Strictly Business.
So we will see another eco round coming from Genesis Gaming here as Strictly Business looking to extend their lead to a 10-8 scoreline before the first gun round comes out for the CT side. And we do see actually Shazam opting to go for the 5.7 this time instead of his coveted CZ75 that he's so lethal with. And we're going to see if he can put the 5.7 to work this time. But we will see a little bit of aggression coming towards that, that ramp side. And I thought that was a goosh on JMZ.
Looked like it.
Because there was so much blood came out of his shoulder blade. It just barely missed his head and just took a chip off his shoulder. 46 HP left for him. And he is going to come under fire here some more. Actually, Aegon going to decide to fall off. They're going to blow the door off of Squeaky and work their way towards upper through Mini and from Squeaky and Hut. So here comes the push. Nobody home. And the bomb is going to freely get planted here as they did go for a little bit of an outside stack. And now they're going to decide to go ahead and push. One drops onto the mini roof. Aegon does get spotted there in Hut. And a nice flashbang going to hold them back from the mini push now as they are going to be setting up for some exit frags. Nice smoke grenade going to cordon off that area also. And they are going to be still a 5 versus 5 situation. There we go. Finally some blood on the wall as Jay Grant and Aegon going to be able to drop 2. That's Shazam and JMZ getting eliminated. That's going to leave it on Planks, Flash Step, and Floki now. As they're going to be looking for exits. 2 of them over by lobby and 1 of them outside. As there comes the frags. Aegon going to take down another one. Planks gets one as well. And HVK going to drop Floki Leaving it all on Planks, who's picked up a Galil, but we are going into the first gun round, so not necessarily the best time to save a gun. But we will see that 10-8 scoreline that we talked about previously, and Shazam picking up the big green immediately.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see if they actually do a full outer execute here. They're probably going to run a default SB, but I'm sure Shazam will be looking for that.
Well, we'll see how Strictly Business tries to carry out their lead to make it a 3-0 run for them here. Actually, I believe it'd be 4. But either way, still interesting as we've got 5 outside. The defense for outside is Shazam with the op. Surprise, surprise, they put the op outside, especially in Shazam's hands. So we'll see what kind of magic he can perform here to give his team an early edge in the round. But with 113 left, still no kills. They are already secret. Shazam didn't even bother peeking out towards Big Garage down outside, so they all got free access. Those smokes probably help them. And it's going to cause Genesis to rotate to try and contain them from the lower bomb side. Floki peeking vents, finding TRG. Great opening kill there. It's going to put Strictly Business a bit, at least slow them down at the very least. One more kill. Floki finds Renthis coming out of window. So now 3-on-5. Bomb is currently with Aegon. Keep that in mind. HVK finally getting a trade. Getting 2 kills actually. Flash Step and Floki fall before Planks can answer back. J Grant finds Planks. And the last 2 alive for Strictly Business are both vent side. As you can see, Aegon is looking towards window room, as I'm sure they believe, from a call at least, that Jamesie's posted up to the right as they're trying to drag him out, with the only other member being Shazam waiting upper. Here comes the peek, however. Aegon was nearly on his face. There we go. They get the pick they needed. That's going to give them the plant. And here comes Shazam down the vents to save the day. 13 seconds left. Not much time. He'll get one. What a flick shot. Trying to go for the quick scope. He wanted to be on ESPN tomorrow morning. He probably would have gotten it if he was scoped in, but no. So 1-on-1. Hopefully that doesn't cost him the round here, as he's going to come back to the left side of vents, pick up an M4, or actually now an A-can, come flying out, spraying away, knowing this guy's low. Here he comes, finds Aegon there, gets the kill, he'll get the defuse. And I'm not saying that quick scope wouldn't have been sweet, but it definitely was a risk.
Well, basically they just did just an outer. They did a great job executing outer and making it lower, but they kind of staled out when they made it lower. Unfortunately, HVK had stepped up and he got the picks vents. And they traded, but then they just failed on that 1v2 against Shazam.
Alrighty, so we will see the gun round coming out from the terrorist side. Once again, AKs across the board. And Shazam, unfortunately, not able to get back to his AWP that round, so he will be using an M4A1S Colt Carbine Maverick. For those of you who are wondering the phonetic name for that entire weapon, I just spelled it out for you guys. And it will be a 5-on-5 situation, as it is only 30 seconds or 15 seconds into the round thus far. As we patiently wait for first blood to happen here, it does look like they are going to go for a little bit of lobby control. And slowly, patiently wait out this smoke. There is one in dark spot of Hut. Flash Step spots him, exchange of fire coming that direction. But nothing to report just yet. We are waiting for... Nobody's taking any damage yet. There's nothing to cast, as we are going for a little bit of a slow play. Shazam, though, getting aggressive outside. Going to spot one. HVK going to eat a little bit of spam there, down to 50 points of health. But that's all we've seen thus far. Nice Molotov. Going to hold J Grant back just a little bit longer at ramp room, as he is going to be... Well, he was lining up a smoke grenade for that area, and let's see if he finally decides to throw it. Yes, he does. Plus a flash or 2. Nice counter flash, going to hold him at bay. And Renthis over there, and Squeaky going to make the push. Planks dropping 1. Oh, Planks falling down. Going to get a second and a third. Floki going to drop 1 as well, and Floki with the last. So Planks and Floki combined to just destroy that upper push. And I don't know if you saw that. Planks falling off of the top of Hut, getting the spray down through the window.
Yeah, and that was the difference between SB's upper holds, is they were kind of like a little too passive, but when they see them executing, like Planks did, he kind of got a little aggressive and stuffed them as they were running out. It's a great play by Planks.
Yeah, he definitely swooped in like Batman to clean that round up. Floki, obviously, with the assist to clean up what was left of the 21st round, though, tied 10-10, as you can see. I just like saying it. But we've got plenty of time in the round as they're starting to set up outside. This looks like another push to secret, unless they want to try and mix it up and go hell. But Shazam actually starts it out, getting a kill on TRG. TRG literally just took a step outside and just looked up at him and had his face blown off, but Aegon will answer back, taking down to Shazam, who was on catwalk. Flash steps hitting in that smoke. Looks like Aegon saw him. I guess it's a common spot that I'm not familiar with, so he'll go ahead and get that pick with an even trade. Now 3-on-3 with a minute left. Bomb is with the HVK. And we've got them working outside at this point. Floki is now working mini garage, so two are going to fall back with bomb, and Aegon is going to go lower to vents. So they're going to probably try and take upper and split it some way or the other. Floki, though, waiting for it, takes down Aegon, so that's going to put HVK and J Grant in quite a bind here, as now it's a 2-on-3, and they're going to have to go ramp room and try and work lower, or possibly go upper, but they're going to have two people waiting for them to come up that ladder. HVK with the Glock doesn't have any success. JMZ gets one, and then another on HVK to end it, so Genesis will go back up in the lead, 11-10.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. They got a couple guns down outside with Aegon, but for some reason they didn't try to go for even one of those guns. If they had just gotten another gun in their hands with Aegon, I think they could have made something out of that round, but they opted to fall back.
Alrighty, so like Bishop said, 11-10 is your scoreline. Genesis finally back on top after the big comeback from Strictly Business there, and we do see once again Shazam with the AWP in hand. Going to be looking for this boost up on Twinkie. They are getting aggressive here in the squeaky room, and I'm not really sure what J Grant was doing. He turned his back and just got obliterated. Oh, nice shot from TRG onto Shazam, and that's going to dispatch him for the remainder of this round. We do see a push coming towards outside. They are going to go through Big Garage towards the Hell area. We're going to see what kind of execution they have here. Looks like they might go for a little bit of a boost play towards Heaven. That's exactly what they're going to do. They've got one member over here in Toxic, and they've got two members in Lower, but the flank from Floki is going to shut that one down, picks off one, and that's all he's going to get. But they know that the boost has happened, and they know that they're going to be trying to execute maybe towards this Heaven area, maybe towards this ramp with the wrap. But they do know that all of the members of the terrorist force are outside, so a good information gathering sacrificial death from Floki, and up the rafters they go. They're going to find one member right below them. That is going to be your number 3 man in Planks. And here comes the push out. 1 death, 2 deaths. Planks getting it done for his team. Last man standing is going to be your number 9 man TRG over here in the mini garage. And we're going to see if he can put anything together for his team right now, as I'm getting a spot of lag. With JMZ going to lay a little spam on him. Comes over, peeks the window of Hut. And TRG going to be able to take him down. So a 2 versus 1 now. Only 30 HP, 4 seconds left. He's going to go down Vince and try to hang on to his weapon. He's got one over there by Secret right now. Ooh, he made the right choice going towards the control room. So a nice play from TRG, just a little bit too late, and almost got spammed.
Yeah, it was a great flank by Floki. What's weird is they still opted to go up Heaven after he called that they were boosting it. They should have like wrapped back around to mini, got a pick there, or maybe walk towards ramp.
I'm still a bit shocked that Planks nearly took him out through the door. His crosshair was literally on his head as that round concluded. But obviously Genesis up 2. We'll see how Strictly Business tries to change things up here. Obviously they do have guns. J Grant though with the Galil, armor, some utility. But this is a vital round to say the least. In the 23rd, down 2, getting into the later portion of this matchup here. And obviously the winner of this match reserves their right into the final. They don't have to go down to the lower bracket and fight their way back up. They've made it as far as they can, flawless in fact through the postseason thus far, and they're doing all they can to hold on to that. Flash step though, getting a double kill and upper. Renthis answers back as Floki will find one as well. So now it's going to be 3-on-2 bombers with Renthis. They still haven't been able to plant. I don't really blame him. He's getting shot at from 5 different angles. HVK finds JMZ for Strictly Business, but Shazam with that CZ75 will get the final kill of the round. Now up 3, Genesis is starting to crawl away with this, nearly a 4-round lead.
Yeah, it looks like SB's kind of getting, not lazy, but they're demoralized because they got that pick there on Planks. He was in a nice boost, but he got picked there, but then they hesitated. And they like half took upper, and that's what got them killed.
So once again, we do see the force buy coming from the terrorist side, as we do have a Galil in play. 4 AKs, no nades really for the terrorist side. 3 flashes in the smoke for the entire terrorist side. It does look like they're going to go for an aggressive ramp push here. So we got Shazam once again outside utilizing that AWP, but there are no terrorists in that area, and we are going to see, get in the eyes of our number 9 man real fast. That's TRG over there in the radio room, but nothing doing just yet. He is completely smoked out. I think he might actually be lost in that smoke. It's just all-encompassing of that area. One member of the terrorist squad working towards heaven, or terrorist heaven, if you want to call it so much. And no exchange of fire happening just yet. 5-on-5 situation still. As we patiently wait to see what happens as this round unravels. It does look like it is going to be a little bit of a ramp push. JMZ going to get taken down. Nice shot from Aegon. And that's going to open up that area. Floki going to drop one, but TRG with a beautiful shot onto him. Going to be able to take him down for this round. So we will see the 3 versus 4. Make that a 3 versus 3. Make that a 2 versus 3. TRG survives with only 6 points of health. And that's going to leave it on Shazam and Planks in the 3 versus 2 situation. Bomb working its way down towards the lower bomb site. And Planks in a prime real estate situation here. Let's go ahead and get in his eyes. He's got one right around the corner. Drops the bomb carrier, and that's a big frag. Looking for more, not going to find it. Shazam now in a 2 versus 1 situation. They know where he is. He's going to spot one, takes him down, and that's going to be Jay Grant versus Shazam. And Shazam wins. 14-10 is your scoreline. Genesis up on top.
Yeah, once again, SB, they're kind of getting sloppy towards the ends of rounds. They got the fixed ramp. They had, you know, it was like a 3v3 for a little bit, but they're really kind of hesitating and they're a little frantic towards the ends of rounds, and it's just getting outplayed.
And I agree with you, Bluminator. I mean, Strictly Business is hitting some great shots, but they do seem a bit flustered or a bit lost at certain portions of the round. Outplayed is really the best way to put it. Respectively, of course, because they've done quite well thus far. Hopefully they can, for their sake, turn this around and try and extend this match as long as possible to where they can kind of find their bearing on the T side. But regardless, Genesis now with a 4-round lead, obviously 2 away from securing their spot in the finals. And for those that aren't aware, Genesis is formerly Calevra Gaming. But Shazam opens up with that op. Surprise, surprise, takes down Renthis. Shazam with another kill, and he's cutting them down with that thing. Only 3 left. HVK, TRG, and Aegon, and no doubt they are leaving outside and going back in to safer areas because the op isn't something they like to play with. TRG's waiting hut for any kind of push. Flash Step just smokes that out, so it's going to cause them to kind of dance around towards radio room. Some action going on in there here shortly as Jamesy comes up to the side. He nearly got 2, but he'll only get 1. Aegon dropped. TRG found him in the trade. Now 4-on-2, not looking good for Strictly Business as Shazam gets another kill. HVK last one up, and Planks will take him down to give them 15 and at the very least secure overtime, but it really looks like it's going Genesis Gaming's way.
Yeah, they've run away with momentum. Honestly, the only thing SB can do at this point, I think, is see what kind of guns they have. Their money's screwed. They needed to go back to outside a couple rounds ago and try to reestablish dominance there, but they're just running away with the tempo. Calevra, or Genesis, excuse me.
Absolutely. So the first potential 5 match points here, as it does look like it is going to be a fast upper take, as we've got 5 Galils. Well, Planks and Flash Step going to shut it down. Renthis and HVK going to answer back with a couple of frags of their own, and I don't know why I popped out into the third person, but we are going to be seeing Shazam shut it down once again. 16-10, your final score. 2 more alt frags for Shazam in the end of that round, and JMZ going to pick one off as well, and that's going to be it. Thanks for coming out. See you later. SB knocked down to the lower bracket as Calevra Gaming or Genesis going to solidify their place in the upper bracket final.